What I want to talk to you guys about is something that's been on my mind recently: addiction. Now, addiction is a common problem us human beings suffer from. Whether you like to acknowledge it or not, the vast majority of us, I'm talking about 95 to 98% of us in this world, whether we like to acknowledge it or not, are addicted to something. Whether it's TV, computer, texting people on our phone, the vast majority of us, whether we like to acknowledge it or not, are addicted to something. And addiction is something society looks down upon. Because addictions, if you're addicted to something that's negative, that's negative, that's all I can say, basically on that subject, addicted to something negative, it can have very negative effects on you. It can even screw you over in the end. And in the end, when you're addicted to something that's negative, it can make you unhappy, mostly. And what I want to talk to you guys about is the good thing about addictions. Even though addictions are a negative thing that the vast majority of us suffer from, and we don't like to, and it has very negative effects on us, on how we act and our greater happiness and how people perceive us and things like that. What I want to talk to you guys about is the good thing about addiction. Now, addiction is basically something when you enjoy something a little bit too much, and you just start doing it over and over and over again, and you can't stop, basically, And one thing that's an idea that I've come up with: what if people were addicted to good things, like maybe addicted to learning about, addicted to their schoolwork, or stuff like that. People might still say that's a bad thing, but it's kind of a good thing, because if people are addicted to something, they will do it nonstop. They will just do it as long as they're awake, from the time they wake up to the time they sleep. And if people are addicted to something that's actually good, the amount of especially if they're addicted to it for years, as long as it's something good, the amount of information they can learn could be extraordinary, beyond any person's control. Like, I'm sure most geniuses and people who are very intelligent and stuff like that, are probably addicted to reading books, and that's why they're so smart. So in the future, we can use addiction to actually our benefit, and it goes along with the idea I've come up with. That would be like a computer or something, that would make you interested in knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that. So, so you learn more, and and if you're addicted to something, you can do it for long periods of time. And if you're addicted to something, and if you're addicted to something that's good, then you're gonna learn more in the end, basically. And sometimes for you to solve some of the world's biggest problems, you have to really be addicted to solving the problem. Just like finding a cure to cancer or building a really big building, you have to spend a lot of time. I'm telling you, a lot of time. And you have to be like a super genius. You have to be like a straight A student, graduate. You have to be like an A student among A students, among A students, among A students. You have to be like super smart and super qualified. And it takes a lot of time and effort to get good at those things. And in the future, we can use addiction to our benefit, to make people smarter and solve some of the biggest riddles of the world. So and like I was saying before, it'd be like a computer you'd go in front of, and it'll release a chemical reaction in your brain, making you interested in a subject, so you learn more. So we can use addiction to actually our benefit. And that's all I have to say.